Have you ever thought about how the internet is reshaping the way we learn? It's a thought that might have crossed your mind, especially in the past few years. As we stand on the cusp of a new era, it's worth considering how the proliferation of the internet and technology in our daily lives is altering the landscape of education. In a world where smartphones are as common as wristwatches and Wi-Fi is as essential as water, the internet has become an integral part of our lives. We use it to connect with friends, shop for groceries, book tickets, and so much more. But what about education? How is this digital shift influencing the way our children learn? Well, the traditional methods of education that many of us are familiar with, textbooks, blackboards, and classrooms, are undergoing a significant transformation. The internet is seeping into the realm of education, bringing about a shift in the way knowledge is imparted and absorbed. This isn't a sudden change, but a gradual one that's been happening right under our noses. You see, the internet has opened up a world of limitless information at our fingertips. It's a vast ocean of knowledge waiting to be explored. And our children are setting sail on this ocean, navigating through waters that were uncharted just a few decades ago. What they're discovering is a new way of learning, one that's interactive, engaging, and tailored to their individual needs. This shift from traditional education methods to internet-based learning is more than just a change in tools. It's a change in mindset. It's about recognizing that every child is unique with their own pace and style of learning. It's about embracing the power of technology to provide personalized, flexible, and accessible education. But how exactly is this digital revolution impacting our children's education? What advantages does it bring? And what challenges does it pose? These are questions that we will explore as we delve deeper into this fascinating topic. So buckle up, because this journey promises to be an enlightening one. As we delve deeper, we will discover how this digital revolution is impacting our children's education. Remember the days when classrooms were filled with blackboards, textbooks, and handwritten notes? Ah yes, those were the days of the traditional education system. An era of learning that was founded on a set structure and routine. This structure was, and still is in many places, built on the concept of teacher-led instructions. The teacher was the focal point of the classroom, the beacon of knowledge guiding students through the rough seas of education. They would stand at the front of the room, dictating lessons, while students diligently copied down notes, trying to absorb every bit of information. This method had its benefits. It taught students discipline, respect for authority, and the importance of punctuality. Then there was rote learning, the process of memorizing information based on repetition. The idea was to embed knowledge into the brain so it could be recalled by rote. It was like the act of hammering a nail into a piece of wood, the nail being the piece of information and the wood being the student's mind. This method was particularly useful for learning facts and figures, and it did help students achieve high scores on standardized tests. However, the traditional education system was not without its limitations. One major drawback was the lack of customization. Every student was taught the same material in the same way, regardless of their individual learning style or pace. This one-size-fits-all approach often left many students behind, struggling to keep up or bored and unchallenged. Moreover, the traditional system placed a heavy emphasis on academic achievement, often neglecting other important areas such as creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence. It was like trying to fit a round peg into a square hole, forcing students into a mold that didn't necessarily suit their unique talents or potential. While the traditional education system has its merits, it's not without its drawbacks, which are becoming increasingly apparent in the digital age. As we move forward, it's essential that we acknowledge these limitations and seek to improve upon them, ensuring that our children receive the best possible education in this ever-evolving world. Imagine a world where classrooms are not bound by four walls and learning is not limited to textbooks. This is the world we're stepping into, a world where education is being reshaped and reimagined by the power of the internet. Internet-based learning is revolutionizing the educational landscape. It brings a level of flexibility that traditional classrooms can't offer. No longer are students bound to a rigid schedule. They can learn anytime, anywhere. All they need is an internet connection. Whether it's studying for a test at midnight or catching up on a missed lesson during a lunch break, learning is no longer confined to a specific time or place. But the beauty of internet-based learning doesn't stop at flexibility. It's also about accessibility. The internet is a vast repository of knowledge, with an extensive range of resources available at the click of a mouse. It opens up unprecedented opportunities for students, no matter where they are located. It's like having a library at your fingertips, a library that's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The internet has also opened the door to a new level of customization in education. Learning platforms can now adapt to a student's unique needs and learning style. They can customize content and adjust the pace of learning to suit the learner. This means that students are no longer pressured to keep up with the rest of the class. They can learn at their own pace, in their own way, making learning a more enjoyable and less stressful experience. We're also seeing a shift from passive to interactive learning methods. The internet offers a wealth of interactive content, from videos and quizzes to virtual simulations and games. These interactive methods engage students, making learning more fun and effective. As we move forward, we can expect to see even more exciting developments in internet-based learning. Technologies like virtual reality and artificial intelligence have the potential to take education to new heights, creating immersive and personalized learning experiences like never before. Internet-based learning is transforming education into a more personalized and engaging experience. The digital classroom is here, and it's opening up a world of possibilities for students and educators alike. So, how exactly does this shift from traditional to internet-based learning impact our children's education? Firstly, let's consider student engagement. In a traditional classroom, interaction is often limited to the teacher and a few vocal students. However, the internet provides a platform where every student can voice their opinion, contribute to discussions, and engage in collaborative work. This active participation can significantly increase their interest and involvement in the learning process. Next, let's talk about pace. Traditional education typically follows a one-size-fits-all approach, with the entire class moving at the same speed. However, the internet provides flexibility. Students can learn at their own pace, rewatching videos or revisiting material until they fully understand the concept. This personalized approach can foster a deeper understanding of the subject matter. In terms of resources, the internet is a vast ocean of information. While in the past, students were dependent on textbooks and library books, they now have access to countless online articles, ebooks, videos, and databases. This makes it easier for them to explore different viewpoints, delve deeper into topics, and nurture their curiosity. Finally, let's look at self-learning skills. The internet encourages students to take charge of their own learning. They can seek out information, solve problems, and develop critical thinking skills. This autonomy not only prepares them for the demands of higher education, but also equips them with skills necessary for the 21st century workforce. However, it's important to remember that internet learning must be tailored to individual needs. Not all students learn in the same way, and while some may thrive in an online environment, others may struggle without face-to-face instruction. A balanced approach, combining the best aspects of both traditional and internet-based education, can provide a comprehensive and effective learning experience for all students. The internet is not only changing the way children learn, but also what they learn and how they engage with that learning. The question now is, how do we embrace this change for the betterment of our children's education? As we navigate this new era of digital learning, it's clear that the future of education is intertwined with the internet. This isn't just a trend or a passing fad, it's a reality we're living in right now. It's a shift that requires us all, parents and educators alike, to adapt and evolve. We have to move beyond our comfort zones, our tried and true methods, and step into the unknown for the sake of our children's futures. Now, this doesn't mean we should blindly accept every new technology that comes our way. Instead, we need to approach this change with a discerning eye, evaluating what works and what doesn't, what enhances learning and what distracts from it. This is a journey, not a destination, and it's one that requires continual learning and adjustment on our part. Perhaps the most important aspect of embracing this change is guiding our children to use the internet responsibly. The World Wide Web is a vast ocean of information, but not all of it is reliable or beneficial. We need to teach our children how to navigate these digital waters, how to discern fact from fiction, and how to utilize the internet as a tool for learning and growth. Education is no longer confined to the four walls of a classroom or the pages of a textbook. It's a dynamic, ever-evolving entity that's being shaped and reshaped by the internet. Our children are at the helm of this change, and it's our responsibility to guide them through it. By embracing this shift, we're not just preparing our children for the future, we're actively participating in shaping it. We're molding a new generation of learners who are adaptable, tech-savvy, and equipped to thrive in this digital age. Embracing the change isn't merely about adjusting to the new normal. It's about actively shaping the future of education, ensuring it's as engaging, accessible, and effective as possible. The internet isn't just changing education, it's making us rethink what education fundamentally is.